Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called California and New York's Middle Class Are Now Extinct. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. Let us tell you something that the media doesn't want to acknowledge. They don't want to acknowledge this because it runs contrary to their agenda. They want to downplay the truth because it violates their need to lie to you and to convince you that you're doing better now than you were just a few years ago. They want to keep you asleep and uninformed and naive for as long as possible. So what is the truth? The truth of the matter is that the middle class in New York and California are effectively extinct now. You think, how can that be? You have plenty of middle class friends and most of them seem to be doing okay. Well, let us shine some light on the truth for you. In New York and California, you basically have two groups now, the rich and the poor. The middle class have effectively been robbed of their money, their futures, and their path to the American dream. Inflation is stealing from their paychecks and their savings and their opportunities. Food prices are climbing higher now despite what the news tells you, and portion sizes of the foods that people purchase, those are being reduced constantly. Now, the boxes or the bags they're being sold in are getting larger, but the portion sizes inside are getting smaller. That's a double hit. Foreclosures across the country are also increasing. If you want to get a car loan now and you have really good credit, then often the best that you can do is 8% on that car loan rate. 2 years ago, you could get a 3% interest rate on your car loan. Now you have to pay almost 3 times as much, even with great credit. Let us give you more examples of how the middle class is being decimated and driven into financial extinction now. 3 years ago, many middle class people could still afford the funeral expenses for a deceased loved one. Now, the majority of the middle class can't even do that, so they're opting for cremation, which costs much less. 3 years ago, people could still get a 3% mortgage. Now, impossible. Now, you're going to be paying more than twice that on your mortgage payments. But that's not the only problem. Now, in California and Florida and some other states, insurance companies are refusing to write new homeowners policies. If you want a new mortgage in many places, you'll need to have insurance on that home. But now the insurance companies are refusing to write those insurance policies, so you can't get the home now. Have you and your supposedly middle-class friends seen what's happening to credit cards? Credit cards are dramatically lowering your available credit limits, even if you have impeccable credit history, even if you've never been late on a payment in years. Let's say you have a $20,000 credit limit on your card and you owe $10,000 on it this month. A lot of credit card companies are now lowering your credit limit to the current balance you owe on that card. That means if you owe $10,000 on that card, then they will lower your credit limit to $10,000, which means you have no more available credit. Make no mistake, there are still millions of people in New York and Cali that believe they are still middle class, but in reality, they no longer are. Why is that? Because one of them may have lost or quit their jobs recently. One of your 2 cars may have broken down and you don't have the money to fix it or repair it. So you're both relying on one vehicle now. One of the spouses may have lost their tech jobs recently. Inflation is continuing to increase on food and other purchases. That means that your buying power has been diminished. Interest rates on mortgages and cars are still climbing. Do you need a business loan for your small business? Good luck with that. There are developers out there who have approached more than 100 banks to get a loan on their next real estate development, and they can't do it. And guess what? Their credit is excellent. This is the reason why so many people don't want to come back to work at the office. They now realize how much more it costs them to go to the office than it did 3 years ago. Gasoline, parking, babysitting, lunch at a nearby deli. It all costs more than it did 3 years ago, and therefore it's cheaper to work from home. A lot cheaper. The middle class is getting hammered financially and driven into financial extinction. The longer they wait, the worse it will get. That's why they're moving out of New York and Cali in astronomical numbers. It's why they don't want to work at the office. It's why they should pay off their credit card debt as soon as possible before those card interest rates get adjusted upward once again. It's not to get richer. It's simply to try to keep their head above water. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to get the word out. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.